It is July and I am smack dab in the middle of my busiest season. So come along with me because we're going to do a little bit of vintage shopping and merchandising at my store, merchandising at my booth. And I'm going to show you everything I found and maybe pick up a couple pieces of furniture too. Saturday morning. I am jetting off to Seattle today. Kind of feel guilty because I could have packed some smalls for my booth at Lander Street and I didn't. Instead, I am like completely focused on going to some garage sales. Seattle is a great place to source. I always find really fun, funky things there. And I did spend all day yesterday also going to garage sales. This is my little haul. This could be a basket or it could be a plant stand. I got this beautiful Zara skirt. It's all pleated. And then this leather pleated skirt or pleather, I'm not sure. And then I got a bunch of copper or brass trays, this African basket, and a bunch of little pieces of pottery. So it was well worth the stop. Not only do I love Florentine pieces, even one that has a little bit of chippiness like this one, but they're actually really good sellers both online and in my spaces. I would have totally picked up this little platter in a heartbeat, but it had a little chip on it, so I left it behind. This beautiful little vanity chair with the red tufted velvet seat was only $15, so I absolutely had to grab it. And this sale had just so much wonderful color. Like, look at that patchwork leather purse. I also grabbed that. And that multicolored silverware. And this wonderful 1980s silk jacket with all these hot air balloons. It was just fabulous. Our last sale of the day was so good. There was a basement full of metal cabinets and all kinds of paint brushes, and everything that I had in my huge pile was one price of $20. So I was thrilled. Good morning. It is Monday. I'm heading to the store with a car full of goods that I picked up over the weekend. If I get a chance, I'm going to walk you through the store and we'll just do a little haul as I set things up. So right off the bat, we have a pile of boho goods here, including this really wonderful rattan basket slash plant stand. And I also stopped by Epic Antiques, and the Treasure Queen had a bunch of stuff for sale, including that box. Everything she had at the end of the day was $1. what a deal. And so I'm always on the lookout for stoneware and any kind of beautiful wood items like this burl wood tray. And so this weekend was actually very plentiful for that. And who can resist a copper tray? So wonderful scores here. I don't think I paid more than $5 for anything in this little pile right here. And all of this is staying at the store because we're definitely low on stoneware and we sell a ton of boxes, so it's perfect. I picked up this wonderful rug. What do you call that? I think this is more like a hooked rug maybe, or embroidery. Anyways, it's very unusual. It's very heavy. It does have a little flaw right there, but it's so pretty. I just love it. And so I think I'm going to list this one at $45, but wouldn't that be just gorgeous on a floor? Or you could do with it like what I'm showing right now and just put it on the back of a couch. But anyways, it's very, very pretty, very colorful. Good morning. Today I'm heading to the store. It's Wednesday and I still have so much pricing to do from everything that I bought over the weekend. But tomorrow I have more pricing to do. But it's pricing for my booth in Seattle. So just a ton of smalls that I need to get in there. But I'm so excited because I think I've mentioned in a past video, probably a couple videos, that I have been kind of antsy about doing kind of a more of an artistic project. And because I think everybody has a little bit of artistic ability in them. I mean, mine is minute, but I love painting furniture, and I'm putting up a challenge to myself to do a piece of furniture in an Italian Florentine style. That's quite the challenge, because if you've ever seen a Florentine piece, they are like multi-layered and multicolored, and there's a lot of gold on them, but it also has texture to them, and a lot of times they're incised with a design. And so I have been really inspired to do a cabinet, particularly a cabinet is what I've been looking for, and I finally found one, and I paid $50 up front without seeing it in person. So I have this old shoe rack. I love it. This one's not for sale, but I have an identical one almost at my booth in Seattle. This one we use to hold stoneware and pottery and ceramics. I picked up this bowl and this bowl. Both of these, I think they were under $5, but I absolutely think that they are perfect. And we were getting really low on stoneware, so I'm glad I found them. And then this one is absolutely beautiful with that drip glaze on it. And then these cute little bunnies are straight out of the 1950s, probably, maybe the 60s, and more than likely made in Japan. And it's going into our little cabinet of curiosities. And then this was a steal. All these wonderful canisters from the 1970s in this striped stoneware design. I got the whole set for $10. And I don't know how these will do, but these are a beautiful set of Italian, almost Florentine candlesticks. And I did get that little Florentine table for only $15 this weekend. That was such a good deal. And then it was time to redo this little tiny shelf, which really needed a good refresh. I love that kind of 1970s clock, which I also picked up over the weekend for $5. And the rest of these items I picked up on previous vintage jaunts, but the clock was a new one. I picked up this super cute hand-painted little cabinet. It could be for trinkets, it could be for spices. I thought originally it had come from Mexico, but I think it's actually from India. I listed it and it just recently sold on Facebook within the week for $55. Man, I am pooped, but I still have some pricing to do. I made these shells. They're like trinket trays, and I actually had them featured in a video last summer, and I just made a new batch. I bought a whole basket of oyster shells from the Treasure Queen. She's one of my vendor neighbors at the antique mall. And anyways, I've been working on them for a couple days, so I still have those to price. And then a couple other things, and then I'm just like trying to gear up for a long day tomorrow, and then Friday I head off to Portland. So here are the shells. They're really pretty once they're done. So they're gold on one side and then blue and white, or you have like this boho jungly one. Anyways, I just did it as a fun little project. I have to say that one of the activities that I really enjoy in owning a vintage and antique store and the antique booth is merchandising. It's my small way of being able to use my creative abilities, and I love the almost instant gratification, really, because merchandising really doesn't take that much time. It can take some effort and some muscle, but the finished product is always worth it. This display was made even better by a box of shells I actually picked up at a garage sale for $5. I've never really sold shells before, but I know that they're popular sellers for other antique and vintage dealers, so I decided to put them out, and I think they look really good. So it's Thursday and I've already picked up a console table with the glass top and this like faux marble base. It's pretty cool. And now I'm almost at my second destination to pick up the cabinet that I'm going to turn into an amazing Florentine piece. So I'm really excited to see what it looks like in person. All right, here it is. Oh, this is cute. Look at that. This is perfect for what I want. I love it. For $15, that was a great deal. Okay, now I need to get it in the van. Oh my gosh, that was not easy. That thing is heavy. And I couldn't use leverage. So are you guys a Starbucks fan? There is the Starbucks headquarters right. First, I like to see what condition the space is in, and then I start bringing in all of the vintage goods and pricing them. So let's go see what it looks like. I think it's been like 2.5 weeks since I've been here, so it's been a while. Hopefully it's not a total disaster. But in a way, sometimes if it's a total disaster, it means that a ton of stuff has sold. Okay, we're here. Looks a little bit messy, but it doesn't look like any big items have sold. Oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna find room for everything. It's sold. And then it had a big mirror. Mirrors are still hot right now, and that's gone. So thank goodness I packed a big vintage mirror with me. I also sold several pieces of clothing because I see some empty hangers right here. I love a good gallery mirror, and I love the way these look against that Persian carpet. And luckily I have backup because mirrors are such hot sellers. I doubt these will last very long. So this is about half of the items that I priced, maybe less than half, but I love all of the old wood tools, including the knife box sharpeners, like that one right there. All of this has so much history and so much patina. This came from that last sale that we went to, which was such a treasure trove of stuff.
I also have a soft spot for those little green metal cabinets. I have picked these up before, and I actually have one in my bathroom. I think they are just so absolutely charming. I think they would look great in a bedroom, in a kitchen, in a bathroom, but they were made to hold like screws and nails and little catch-all. It's a little catch-all basically. And again, just the history and the patina just adds so much warmth to any space. And on this day, I also decided to add a bunch of baskets to that rafter just to maximize the space.
So thanks for joining me on this week's adventure. I certainly had a great time. I always do when you guys come along with me. And if you get a chance to get out and do some thrifting, I certainly hope the thrifting gods will be with you and you find some fabulous stuff. And otherwise, I will see you on the next video.